What's up, traders? Welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard, your trading coach. I will be doing a complete analysis as well as live trading session before this London session. This is also a very important session. As you have seen, like every day, we will be finding a direction in the market. And as you have seen yesterday, as we discussed during this session about the gold movement to go bullish, and exactly we have seen that gold did it, and we took a trade in London and New York session. You have seen that amazing experience, guys and girls. So let's look at today what's gonna happen. As you can see, today also there is something coming up in the market. NZD news is tentative today, and also later today ISM service PMI is coming up. So the market as usual is extremely volatile, and there's a very good time going on, as this is the last week of the month. There is a new week started, so weekly as well as monthly is very important. Yesterday we have seen a monthly close, and let's see how the market is doing at this point. We will find a clear direction, and definitely in this live session, if we find any trade that we did yesterday, you have seen that any trade coming up in the market, we'll jump on it. So before I begin this session, important session, guys and girls, make sure you give a big thumbs up, smash the like button, and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet, and press that bell notification so that you don't miss out any of the content that I am releasing every single day, multiple times. So first we'll begin with gold. As you have seen, yesterday's trade on gold was amazing. Exactly hit the TP target that we set during this during the New York session. Let's put that trade on. And when I was finishing the live, in fact, we just closed that. So let's see how it went, the trade. So we have entered here. I think we have entered in this candle. With this one we have entered exactly here. Stop loss was here, and TP was 1-on-1. Exactly where you expected. Gold has been rejected from that level. So we had an amazing trade, as you can see that. So this is the trade. The reason I'm drawing it again, guys, this is the live trade, YouTube live trade, and so that you guys I can explain to you again, because it's not all about a gold trade that we have won. We have won a couple of gold trades earlier this week as well. So it's all about more of learning and understanding the market, so that you can take this kind of trade by yourself. This is the main goal of this trading academy, this Forex Trading Wizard Academy, is to help the traders. So looking at, guys and girls, this 5 minutes chart and 15 minutes chart. So let me tell you why I have called the trade, and let me replay the chart, because what is this is the key points of achieving anything in life, is what is working out. You need to repeat it over and over again, so the next time you can again repeat the same strategies, same secret, so that you can become a profitable trader. So if we look at gold on 15 minutes chart, what do you see? That this is the candle that has closed when we open this trade. Now if I even don't look at the multi-time frame, what we have seen, first let's look at a little bit of multi-time frame, will really help us to understand. So we see that this is the monthly support zone here on gold. There is a big gap on the monthly. The price started with a weakless candle here. Okay, there is a big gap. Now with this weakless candle on the monthly, gold has a strong bounce to the upside. Now with that bounce, what we have seen, that basically gold pushed to the upside from this support zone, created this big move. Now why it is so important to be bullish on gold yesterday is because we have seen that yesterday this monthly candle was closed on gold, and that candle closed above this monthly level of support. That's the reason why we saw that gold has such a bullish momentum, because this is a crucial level of support from the monthly perspective. And we saw that, and as soon as yesterday new candle opened, primarily we have seen a test of the support, and the price couldn't penetrate there was a bounce. Now because it's like a price with the support and resistance, price act like a tennis ball. If you let's press that ball, rubber ball or tennis ball, what will happen if you press that? It will just bounce up, and in the ceiling also will do the same. If you press it, it will fall down. Exactly the same way the price act with the supply and demand zone in the same way. So we have seen that basically from this support, gold has a bounce, and with that bounce we have seen this movement. So from the monthly perspective, we had high probability for going bullish on gold. Now going back to weekly, we have seen the same thing. Now looking at daily, now you can see that there was a previous day, there was a middleman on the daily, and this middleman in fact grabbed liquidity from the support. As you can see, it's a little bit of, if you closely look at, you see that the daily trend line, from this daily trend line, little bit of lower time frame, you see little bit of liquidity here grab, and then closed above as a big middleman. Now when you see middleman creates in that kind of level, which is a very very high probability price action pattern. Now, and at the same time, we saw that this is the daily chart where we see this is the daily support where there is a weekless candle back to back two, and from that support there is a bounce initially, and because of that we saw that this market is, from the multi-time frame perspective, is strongly bullish. Now directly going to the 15 minutes chart where we have opened the trade. Now that whenever before we take a trading decision, we need to look at, now I look at, everyone has his own way, but the way I look at is, first I look at the multi-time frame approach. Okay, I need the multi-time frame confirmation, and then I look at the lower time frame break of structure or liquidity grab, the same thing. So break of structure on the lower time frame is very very important. So if you look at this 15 minutes chart, you can see that there was a couple of times there was a break of structure. You can see that there was a trending market, impulse correction. So basically there are two impulse smaller, but we see that this is the biggest impulse, and then we saw that in that correction there was a break of a structure. Okay, we saw that in this 15 minutes time frame, this is the previous swing low. We draw a level here. Now with that previous swing low, the price has penetrated that level, okay, created an overextended. If you look at 1 minute chart, you'll see that an overextension, and from that zone we saw that again creating a higher low, this movement happened. So there was one break of a structure here, liquidity grab in this 15 minutes, and then we saw that two impulses, 1, 2, and the price again retreat back, and again there was a break of a structure. Okay, and with that break of a structure, but what the price did is exactly tested this. There was a reversal pattern here. You can see if you go to again the lower time frame 2 minutes chart or 1 minute chart, you'll see a clean head and shoulder here, inverted head and shoulder, and the price has broken down. So when you see an inverted head and shoulder breakout, you can expect the price to go ahead and test this previous resistance as a support, and then rejection from here. So you saw that exactly this is what happened. This 15 minutes candle in the direction of the trend with this 20 EMA, and we saw that exactly according to our TF or trend following strategy indicator is giving us a buy signal, and we took the trade. You can see your own eyes, and once we took the trade, it exactly hit the profit target. From that where I set the profit target, giving us a profit, gold revert back, and this is the beauty of this TF or trend following strategy and the indicator that we have to trade the market. And this indicator is mainly I recommend to use on the higher time frame, especially on the 4 hour, but when everything is satisfying, we can take a double a reconfirmation with this indicator that it's satisfying the rules of our strategy in our TF strategy, and that's what it happened. So basically if you are our lifetime member, I'll recommend you to go to now your student dashboard. You can access this from your student dashboard. All the information is there in your TradingView platform, and also available for MT4 users as well. So this is it's a great tool, and if you are not our lifetime member, I would recommend you to join us today to experience all the tools that we have, as well as learn our strategies and also trade with us in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy, link in the description area. So let's begin today's session. Now let's see which way gold market is heading. Looking at higher time frame, we see that there is a candle close coming up at 1831. And also guys, make sure you like the stream. As you have seen, there's an enormous value in this stream. You have seen that. So let's look at now which way gold market might be heading. We'll look at, and then we'll decide next movement in gold. And at the same time, guys and girls, make sure you use the live chat to ask any question. Now before I move further, guys, please everyone give a big like. I'll pause for 2 seconds so that everyone can press the like button and also subscribe button, and that's how you're really helping us, and also you're helping yourself as well. There will be a lot of content in your homepage when you stay with Forex Trading Wizard Academy. There is a huge content coming up also this weekend, and these are really unique content that you will find. So I'm gonna pause for 2 seconds so that everyone have time to like and subscribe. Thank you, really appreciate it. So let's begin today's with another hope to Azilov. Hello coach, hope you are good morning. Thank you Azzy, thank you very much for being here. Trade Mind, good morning. Nizam, thank you. Trade Mind. Mila, thank you. Hello Nizam, how are you? Mila, I'm good. Mila, thank you very much. Thank you for being here. Good morning. Thank you. GM, thank you for support on golf recovery yesterday. Yeah, thank you very much, Johan. Thanks for your appreciation. Okay. Morning. Thank you, Sean. Good morning, sir. Could you please check there is a gap to the field in gold around 1819, 1820? I saw a gap in gold. Yeah, we saw a gap. We'll look at all of them. Thank you. Good evening. Very good morning, sir, and to all traders. Have a profitable Thursday. Thank you. Very good morning. Thanks for being here. I'm in USA. Which broker do I use? Blessings. USA. Basically, you know. Good morning, coach. NZD CAD. Yeah, we'll look at it. Euro dollar. Thank you. Morning, dollar CAD. Mansuki. Okay, thank you very much. Seems bearish, but anything goes. Okay, good morning, sir. Thank you very much. So let's look at today's session, how it goes. Looking at, guys, now let's continue the goal now today. Now we discussed about the trade that we have opened yesterday. It was an amazing trade, but now looking at gold on the today's market, let's look at first of all daily. Now from the daily perspective, we see that basically gold back to back 3 days it was in a bullish move here. Okay, this is a bullish move. Now gold, we saw that it's nearly went to the 20 EMA on the daily, but didn't test the 20 EMA. Now it is really a very important thing to look at, in fact, how gold will be doing. So if we look at, let's look at again monthly. From the monthly, we see that basically gold, from the monthly perspective, there was a bounce, and again slowly we see that some retreat back. If I look at the weekly, we see the same thing. The price created a lower high here, okay, and then we see that price is retreating back. Looking at daily, now from the daily, guys, one thing we need to keep in mind is that this is a long term. So far it is a bearish market. Okay, now we saw that significant movement to the upside. Now there is a probability for to see gold having some kind of bearish price action, okay, in this direction on gold. Now if I look at that, okay, we saw that, you see, this is the doji that basically has given us the profit during this New York session trade time. Now what we see that basically, let me see which way it might be heading, guys. Now the way gold price is forming now, okay, is that, let me look at the 1 hour chart. What I think, guys, now we might see some downward move, I think, okay, until it's still 1 hour 10 minutes to go for this candle. Until this one is closing, we might not see a very clear picture, but it might even close as a, you know, like this, as a narrower candle, okay, as a doji. But what I think that gold might, I think that it might have some downward move now, okay. The reason is because it has a strong rejection from the top, okay. We might see some downward movement. And what I think now gold is going to do, there is one probability, there is a couple of multiple probability. One of them is, if you look at gold, this support, okay, from this, we saw that this movement happened to the upside, and we see that there is a resistance here, okay. So gold left an imbalance here, and as you know that the market doesn't like imbalance, okay. So with that said, all right, we could see that this market feeling that imbalance, and to feel that imbalance we might see some downward movement here. What I think that, you know, this is the weekly chart. If I look at the weekly, you can see that basically the price on the weekly already reached a resistance level. See, that's how normally the market moves. It normally goes to a support or resistance, and then return back to another liquidity zone, and then again return back to the support or resistance zone. So we see that gold basically, you know, from the weekly, it reached a resistance zone here, okay? And from that resistance we have seen that basically gold slowly rejecting. And what I think that this market might come down late, because we still have, from the weekly perspective, still 1.5 days, almost 2 days remaining. So what I think that during this lifetime of this weekly candle, the price will come back down again, okay? It might come back to 1820 level, or even a little bit lower than this, and then we'll have a bounce again, and it might remain, it might respect this resistance zone, okay, the previous weekly high, and even we could see that weekly close somewhere here again to the upside. So to complete this, you know, that up and down on the previous next upcoming days, what we could see now, if I go back to the 4 hour, okay, so to complete this pattern, what I think gold is going to do is gold is likely to drop from here. See, this is a probability, guys, as I mentioned, that I could be wrong at any point. I'm fully humble about it, okay, and nothing to be taken as any kind of, you know, advice. It's just an opinion, and it's just an analysis, and don't take a big risk based on what I say. Make sure, guys and girls, and always I recommend you to open a trade in a demo account, so that you don't it's only for learning, okay. You need to take care of your account and everything, and no one can advise you, in fact, what to do with your trading account. The only thing that I say is what I think, and it's my opinion entirely, and anytime I'm wrong, and I'm okay with it, and as a trader, this is the best practice I think one can do. So you need to rely on your, you know, experience, and you need to take care of your account. Keep in mind that trading is not making money. Trading is learning to protect your capital. So once you learn to protect your capital, you will make money without any hesitation. So it's not about making money that we think that it's about making money. It's about not losing money. So once you don't, you know how to not to lose, then you start to make it. So this is why it is important that you learn how to protect your capital. So with that said, from gold, from here we see that basically the price, that might reject to the downside, and there are a couple of scenario may happen. One scenario is the price might come to this level. Okay, one scenario is for the price to come down, break this 20 EMA, and then probably will create a higher low, a long wick candle with this, like this, any kind of pin bar, or create a higher low, and then to reject again to the upside, create a higher high, or even creating a lower high, testing the 20 EMA here. This is the resistance level that we have drawn. Probably will create a lower high with this, and then finally to break again to the downside. This is one probability. Another probability is for the price to break entirely to the downside, and then exactly test this previous resistance here as a support, this level, feel that imbalance, okay, and then to go up. Now in what situation we will be taking the trade, and what, see, if gold managed to break this one completely downside and feel that imbalance, then we will take a bit longer trade on gold. For in that case we might see gold is even going there. Okay, why? Because if gold feel that imbalance here, okay, that's the sign that gold will go for a big move to the upside. Let me give you an example what I'm saying, that you understand it. Looking at DXY, look at daily, you see exactly the same situation. Initially DXY you have seen in my weekly forex forecast, guys, probably, and don't miss out. Make sure you press that bell button and subscribe for weekly forex forecast if you haven't seen yet. This is what exactly I said in that weekly forex forecast. You can review, and the price did exactly as it is. This is the daily time frame, and this is the resistance zone here. You can see that there was a little bit of imbalance in the market, and as soon as I published the weekly forex forecast, just next day, this is what exactly happened. You can see that the price has come here, complete feel that imbalance, and then shoot to the upside. And with that shooting, we have seen that basically gold reached the resistance zone. Okay, so when the price does this, basically it's a sign of bigger move to the upside or downside. So basically for that reason, okay, when you see that, let's say, breaking this daily low, which is less likely to happen, but anyway, which is a probability, the price to break this daily this zone, and then to go upside for another bullish move. So another probability, as I mentioned, that long rejection from here, creating a higher low, and then to go up. So in any situation we will be buying gold from here, but for the time being, this candle closing as a doji, we might see slowly coming down. But I may not be seller, but anything I can be, depending on the current time frame, the price action, if it is a very lower time frame. But I will try to be bullish, because this market is still bullish in this local time frame, not in globally. Locally it is still bullish. You can see there was a reversal pattern, breakout from this reversal pattern, previous resistance tested as support, and then from here we have seen that basically gold has reversed to the upside. So yeah, that's what I think that's gonna happen. It might happen that, let's say, there is a news coming up 2 AM Sydney time. I will be here trading in this time, definitely, guys. As I mentioned, if you wanna experience those trade with us in our forex trading wizard academy, I'll recommend you to join us. There's a link in the description, and also let me give you a link at the chat, guys, if anyone interested to learn our strategies and also trade with us. So this is so I put the website link pinned at the top of this live chat page where you can visit the website. Pankaj, I'm sorry to hear that. What happened? Let us know. I haven't heard of you from long time, but we are spending a very good time in our VIP Academy. Let us know in the Telegram what happened. We'll look at it, no problem at all. So AUD USD, absolutely no problems. Thank you very much. Looking at AUD USD, we see that basically on AUD USD, yeah, blessing. Yeah, US clients need to use the US brokers. Okay, so let's look at AUD USD. Looking at monthly. Okay, so from the monthly perspective, we see that this is the monthly price action AUD USD. We saw that basically there was a big bearish engulf around AUD USD. Now this monthly candle on AUD USD is in fact a very long bearish candle. Now there is a significant in this, that monthly candle. If I look at monthly price action on AUD USD, we see that there was a long bearish engulfer that in fact tested the resistance zone here. Okay, this is the resistance here, and with that resistance the price grabbed liquidity from here. Okay, and we saw that there was a big long bearish engulfer. Now the way AUD USD has been rejected from the top, we see that the price after this big rejection, AUD USD, I think that this market will have a big drop to the downside, because with the monthly close, the candle that AUD USD has formed is a candle that at least drive this price to this liquidity zone on the monthly. Okay, so let me tell you why. Because you see this monthly doji here, okay, and this is a very high liquidity zone, and you guys know that I always talk about liquidity is because liquidity is the driving force of your of the price. It's like, it's like a car, okay, that you need a petrol to move on. Now the price moves from liquidity to liquidity. Let me give you an example. Let's say this is the monthly candle, right? Now with that monthly candle, we saw that AUD USD basically has reached this monthly resistance zone, okay, has crossed this monthly high, and then we saw that it grabbed liquidity. Now why it is there are so many liquidity is because this bearish engulfer is quite significant. It has previously crossed these green candles, this dojis high, and then we saw that this candle closed as a long bearish engulfer. Now the previous months we saw that this zone is violated, and this month again that price also violated. So back to back 2 months strong liquidity grab, giving a very strong bearish engulfer. Now this kind of bearish engulfer, we saw that in a historically downtrending market. Now if I draw this trend line on AUD USD on the monthly, we see that this is basically an upward trend line, okay, and I see that according to our TF strategy, okay, on this AUD USD, we see that there is a long sell signal here, a big long sell signal. There's one here. All of them worked out very well. You see that from here it worked out very well, okay. Though we will not be trading on monthly, but that sell signal basically gave us a big indication for a long-term trend. And we saw that basically here also it in fact followed this big red candle, and we saw this one also followed a big red candle. Now this is, as I mentioned, this is our TF or trend following strategy indicator. and you can access it from your student dashboard if you are a lifetime member. Now what I think that you see AUD USD in this bearish angle for how many pip here, let me look at. So it's around 433 pip, and exactly we see here 328. What I think that it will also around, yeah, it will also highly likely that in this move there should have at least 433 pip move in this market on AUD USD. And if I look at daily, okay, this price action now, we saw that in fact on the daily the trend is very visible. Okay, we see from here there was a daily impulse correction, impulse correction, impulse correction. Now we saw that basically AUD USD is having another impulse. So if I look at the 4-hour perspective, we see that there was a liquidity gap here yesterday during this during the news announcement, and the way this price is forming on Aussie dollar is basically for me is bearish. But what I think that, okay, you see this green candle, you know, it's a middleman. We might see another attempt from the buyer on AUD USD. Okay, and with that attempt, what I think that AUD USD might have another move to the upside. Okay, and from this resistance zone we could see AUD USD will have a bounce. For me, I think that like the gold, AUD USD might go up, test this level, and this level could be a very good place for a potential big sell to this level, and I will be really happy to open this trade, guys. I'm telling you my plan. The reason is you can see this is a very important level of support here, which is turning resistance. On the other hand, if we see, let's say, a big drop from here, then on the way we'll try to find selling opportunity. But this structure, local structure on AUD USD channel is still valid here. Okay, and I think that this market is still, there is a probability for a bit move to the upside because it didn't grab liquidity properly, and then we might see that AUD USD will continue to rise. GJ, yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much. Gbpusd, no volume. No volume. How? Can you hear me, guys and girls? Let me know in the chat, please. It says the no volume. Can you let me know in the chat? I think I see that volume is on, but it's still, I want to know from you guys. Can you hear me? Yeah, okay, thank you, Madami. Mila, sound is good. Thank you very much, Mila, for being here. Okay, yeah, that's good. Thank you. Awesome. Okay, so AUD USD, guys, there is another probability for AUD USD even to drop from here. There is a reason for it, let me tell you. Okay, as I mentioned, it could go to test this level and reject. There is another probability is to drop from here as well. Okay, the reason is if you look at the monthly, we see that this monthly price action is this bearish engulfer is a very strong drop, and this price may not be able to, you know, bounce to that level. Instead, we could see initially a breakdown, and then probably we could see again moving up. So again, going to the daily here, we on the 4-hour we saw that there's one liquidity grab from here. Multiple times we saw that AUD USD created series of lower high. In the previous session, we saw that there was a strong liquidity gap here and created this long bearish engulfer. Now this current session, you can see the price is forming a narrower candle. Let me look at, I think that we might see because this is, if you look at the a bit lower time frame, you see there is a reversal here. Okay, there is a head and shoulder here. Yeah, I think that, guys, the way it is forming, okay, this price action, there is a probability even to drop from here. We see a strong selling pressure here. Okay, so AUD USD, I think in all the USD pairs, AUD USD showing a very strong bearish price action, and the way it has rejected, this is a textbook bearish engulfer, okay, on AUD USD. And I think that in this move, initially we might see a test of this resistance, and then we might see that, you know, this market again going up later before coming to that zone. So looking at weekly, okay, so if we, this is why, guys, and you know, that multi-time frame is so important to look at. You know, see on the monthly we see this long bearish engulfer, okay, long bearish engulfer. If I look at the weekly, we see that basically on the weekly there is another middleman here. Okay, now with that middleman support here, okay, that support is acting here as a resistance with this weekly 20 period moving average here on the weekly. Okay, and there is another probability for AUD USD to go up and test this 20 EMA on the weekly, test this support as resistance, and then to reject, and that will be the best place if the price reach there for in my opinion will be the best place for potential selling opportunity to this level initially, or even to this level. Okay, and also the zone where once the price will reach there, there will be a 20 EMA almost will be there, and that's a very important level to look at. So let's see what happened. As I mentioned, one probability to drop from here, or we could see some up and down here and again going back there to test this and then to drop. So it depends on, you know, that how the price action is forming. But so far, if I look at this zone here on AUD USD, guys, this is here bearish. Okay, I saw that there is one liquidity gap here, and then there is one here, and this one is also strong liquidity gap, followed by this current session candle. Also the sellers are in control in this market. So basically, yeah, I think that AUD USD is preparing for a drop. So if AUD USD is preparing for a drop, we can reflect it back to gold as well. Okay, so yeah, we have already discussed gold, we'll discuss again. But before I go back to gold, for those who join later, guys, as you have seen yesterday's live trade in this YouTube live, we opened this trade on in this session, and it gave us a full profit target on this one, or profit target at 1844, and that trade was called in this YouTube live, guys. I'm sure that you guys and girls enjoyed that trade, and also the same trade alert was sent to the VIP students along with other trades that we have opened every day. So this one was also sent to the same students, and we got, you know, profit on this one as well. So if you want to learn the strategy that I have traded this instrument, and also you know, access this TF indicator that gave me the trade alert according to our TF strategy, there is a link in the description area. You can visit us, join us to learn our strategies and also to trade with us, to access all the trading tools that we have in this academy. And if you are a lifetime member, you will be there forever. Loud and clear. Thank you very much, Matt. Yes, I can hear clearly. Thank you, Rose. Amazing. $CAD, my friend. Yeah, I'll look at it. Gordon. Yes, I can hear you. Thank you. Good sound. Amazing. Sound is good. Hello, Coach. Good morning from Saudi Arabia. Thank you, Joke. Thank you for joining this live trading session. I really appreciate all of your support here. Let me look at now some other pairs. So you remember that we had a trade on dollar yen. So what we did, this is why the trade management is so important. When dollar yen was here, we closed 50% and then we moved the stop loss at entry. So basically we gain 50% and we break even for the rest on dollar yen. And gold trade, we took most of them. So that's a good thing for yesterday's trade. So before I jump onto other pairs, guys, let me know which one. Okay, $CAD. Let me look at USD CAD. Okay, so USD CAD, look at first daily. Okay guys, so what we have seen, and then I'll look at GJ. Thank you very much. So you see that on $CAD, there is a big long bullish engulfer followed by this is a bullish candle on $CAD. And what I see that in USD CAD, this is the weekly candle, guys and girls, and it's 1 week, 1 day, 1.5 day, almost 2 days remaining. I think that USD CAD might consolidate in this level, okay, which is a very high probability. So to consolidate, we might not see the break of this resistance this week, I think, or even if it breaks, even it might come back down. But I think that this is going to be another, dodgy here. And the next week we might see that this market either, testing this again, going up or going up from here. So for me, if I look at again now daily, so the reason is if you look at the monthly, we saw that there was in fact a big monthly bullish candle, and the way it was moving, it looks like it will drop, but we saw that it fails to do that from this support. It is trying to have a bounce. So with the new market structure, what I see that a USD CAD from the daily, we see it is creating a lower high in the zone and also higher low along this zone. So what I think that USD CAD is going to do, you see this is the support, and I think that I highly likely to happen is that USD CAD in this time frame will move along this narrow zone, and then in the new week we might see a drop breaking this support and then to go up and keep bullish momentum. So with that said, $CAD at this point, until I see a clean false breakout of this support, I'll not go bullish. Now $CAD, the way it started to move from here, it promised for a bigger move, but finally we saw that the bulls are still remaining, but at the same time it is creating a series of lower high. So we might see a breakdown, like this liquidity gap that we see all the time, break of local structure around this zone, and then we'll see that bullish move. So this is what I will be waiting for USD CAD, and I think that for the time being we might see that this instrument just move in a sideway. Yeah, coach, you can share your thoughts on NZD CHF. Yeah, absolutely. Sir GJ, thank you. Yeah, absolutely, no problems. Thank you. So I'll look at GJ now and then NZD CHF. If I look at the GBP JPY, looking at monthly, okay, yesterday we have seen this monthly candle closed on GJ, okay, and with that monthly close, what we have seen that Gbpsd basically created series of higher low along the support zone. And then looking at weekly, okay, so this is the main thing to look at on Gbpsd. Okay, this market in fact reached a very important level of resistance zone. You see exactly, this is the support zone here below this doji, very important bearish candle. From that zone we have seen this bounce. Now with that bounce, what I think Gbpsd might come down little further, and then finally we could see a bullish move. Looking at monthly, and draw this level of support. Okay, so what I think that initially we might see, this is the, you see this is the low of this doji, the high of the doji on the monthly, and this is the support. And if I look at on the weekly, we see where there is a weekly 20 EMA in the neckline here. I look at daily, also daily 20 EMA, a very important level. Monthly resistance turning support, weekly perspective resistance turning support, daily level, a very important level of resistance here, resistance here, resistance here, which is turning support here. Okay, now what I think that Gbpsd highly likely that we might see that this market is coming down for deeper to this level and testing this 20 EMA. We might see that this market will be bullish. So for me, GJ, if I trade on the swing trading strategy, I'll be waiting for this price to come to this zone here, okay, which may happen even very soon during the news or any kind of event. So for me, Gbpsd, we might see some, now in the 4 hour we see this market structure, how it is forming. Okay, we might see sideways and then drop to this level, and from this level, if we draw this trend line, we can see exactly how it might do. Okay, this is exactly, so support here, it's all not touching here, but this is the resistance here, support here, support here, support here, and we will be expecting it to drop to this level for a long-term big trade, and then we can go long. What I think that in that case we might see GJ, and if we can catch from here, it will be around 350 pip. We may not take all of them, but this could be the move in that direction. So yeah, so this is the zone that I will be waiting for GJ. I think that this market will drop to this level, and then we might see that GJ is going up, because the way you see that already back to back, if you look at weekly, quite a few weeks move, and there was a big bounce from this resistance. Highly likely that this market will come for a deeper down retracement, and from the zone we could see a bullish move. Okay, so this one is with Gbpsd. I think that this market, because there is a strong rejection, we could see deeper drop to this trend line where there's a dynamic support with this 20 EMA and also long-term trend line on this one. Okay guys, thank you for being here. Good morning sir, thank you. In Eurusdjpy, is there a sell opportunity now? Okay, I'll look at it. Hello, thank you. Eurusdjpy sir, I was sell at least 2 hours ago. I'll look at it sir, please look at Gbpusd. So we discussed the Gbpusd, I think in gold 1 hour time frame, double inside bar forming. Please tell about trading opportunity in gold today. Yeah, I'll look at it. I think that gold might be bearish today a little bit. Let's see. In the meantime, guys, how many of you open the trade, the one that we opened yesterday's live session on New York Times, New York session? Let me know in the chat. I want to know how many of you were in that trade and closed with profit that trade that we called in this live on New York session. So looking at Eurujpy, so we saw that Gbpujpy. I think that Eurujpy is almost in the similar kind of pattern. Yeah, a bit bullish more than Gbpujpy. Now UJ from the monthly, okay, the way UJ monthly form is very strongly bullish than GJ, and we see that basically UJ has formed a monthly middleman. Now you know that this kind of middleman I really love to trade. The reason is this middleman is basically a breakout from this structure. Now UJ is a long-term bullish market. Okay, long-term means like historically bullish market. There are some language that we need to understand. So they'll say a historically bullish market, a long-term bull market, short-term market. So we see that UJ basically historically bullish. We see this impulse correction, liquidity grab. So basically it is in an impulsive phase on this historical market structure. There is a middleman, and if you look at the past, you see this kind of middleman in fact caused another candle to be big bull candle. We see that this middleman formed in the same way, and we saw that as soon as market opened yesterday, we saw so far the candles are very aggressive, and I think that this market will explode to the upside. Looking at weekly, there is a big bullish candle followed by a doji in the direction of the trend continuation pattern. Now on UJ, we saw that basically there is an inverted head and shoulder has formed, has broken out from this inverted head and shoulder and formed this bullish candle. Okay, so if we look at the daily, we see that basically this market from the daily, there is a big bullish engulfer followed by an inverted hammer, just tested the previous resistance as support, and we saw that another bullish candle. From the lower time frame perspective on UJ, I see that you see this movement here, big bullish move, and on the way we saw also multiple times there is also a middleman here with liquidity gap. So I think that even this candle might give us significant bullish trading opportunity on UJ, but it just need to break this resistance level. I think UJ is very strongly bullish. Let me look at, okay. For me, this is a 1 hour chart and this candle is going to close in 33 minutes. I just need a long wick candle at the bottom, okay, on the 1 hour can give us nice long-term bullish entry. And this market on UJ, you can see that this is a very nice looking bullish market structure. Okay, so UJ for me is in fact significantly bullish, and I think that even this price might be respected here. You can see slowly it's pushing high. So UJ is bullish than any other pairs in the JPY, that what I see. Good morning, coach. Thank you, Felix. Gold and GUJ, yeah, absolutely. So looking at gold, okay, so gold, as I mentioned that in the beginning, we might see some downward move on gold and or sideways movement initially. So we could see gold might come back down here. So from the 1 hour, we see that bearish market structure is being formed here to this level, And for gold, if let's say break this structure to the downside and form here an overextended market, from this zone we will be considering going long on, you know, that in UJ, as pardon me, on gold. Okay, so yeah, this is what we see. Let me look at GJ. Yeah, so GJ from UJ, what we say, very strongly bullish. Now if we look at that, maybe GBP is a bit, you know, that you can see that weaker than euro. So in that case, GJ might be moving a little bit in a sideway or little bit remaining bullish. Okay, but UJ looks like that very strongly bullish here. Okay, this daily candle is, you can see that it's a very long bullish engulfer, and what I think that this price, you know, might at least touch this resistance or at least hit that resistance on this is the daily resistance level. No problems. EJ, yeah, EJ, that's what I see, that EJ is bullish. Euro GBP, Zakir, let me look at it. If I look at the monthly on Euro GBP, this is what actually also this one I mentioned earlier on Euro GBP is in fact is a very strong bullish market. Okay, now if I look at this market on the monthly perspective, you can see that this market is a smooth, created a monthly trend line, and then we saw that after the previous, you know, monthly doji close creating a higher low, we saw that this market in fact now pushing high. If we look at the weekly, we saw that from the weekly there's a smooth trend line here and then rejection to the upside. So Euro GBP for me is also bullish. Okay, looking at daily, this is the daily candle after grabbing liquidity from this support, creating a higher low from this trend line, so it's basically going up. So if I draw this trend line on UJ, what I see, the Euro GBP okay, so basically Euro GBP also for me, because it's grabbed liquidity from the support, breaking this local structure. This is the daily chart, which is also bullish. So from the 4-hour you can see that there is already an impulse created and correction with this narrow doji. It's now pushing high. So Euro GBP also for me significantly bullish. I think that this market also will continue to go up at least to this level. Okay, which in fact comparatively bigger move. Okay, so euro is bullish than GBP and other instrument, and gold looks like that either moving in a sideway or remain a little bit of bearish. And we see that AUD USD also forming potentially bearish price action. We saw that there was a liquidity grab after multiple times, and AUD USD might have, you know, a stronger breakdown if it continues to drop. Okay, the way it has formed, it might drop aggressively on AUD USD. So for me, the two pairs that I see very good on UJ, for me it's bullish. As I mentioned, I can be wrong any time, and the way this price actions form is in fact there is a high probability for going up. And Euro GBP also forming bullish, and AUD USD for me look like that we might see some drop in this instrument. So I sincerely believe that, guys and girls, you are enjoying this live session. Make sure that you give a like, subscribe to the channel, and also anyone looking for a regulated broker, guys and girls, you can visit, I'll put a link in the chat for you guys. Regulated broker ever trade, you can use our link to open an account. They are regulated, so your capital will be in a safe hand. Regulated broker is very important, so you can start trading with a smaller, even a smaller capital. They accept all kind of capital. So I put a link in the chat. You can use that link to register. There will be a bonus for you as a trade credit once you sign up with them using our link. And thank you. And also you are helping the academy, because they are supporting the academy. So basically in that way you are helping the academy. So that helps us to stay motivated to create more content and to call for trades that we did yesterday, like on gold and many other trades that we are trading. So we discussed Euro GBP. Let me look at Euro USD. Okay, like the Euro GBP and USD, looks to me that Euro USD also bearish. Okay, for at least short term, we see that from this daily 20 MA, euro dollar is now slowly rejecting, and it might not be, let's say, a change of trend or continuation, but we might see some up and down. Okay, if I look at the the weekly price action on euro dollar, we saw that the price has reached in an important liquidity zone and station, and from that liquidity zone we saw that euro dollar is now rejecting. Now with that rejection, we see that basically the price has come to this support zone here on euro dollar. I think that we might see again coming back to the support, and then we could see again bullish move may happen. So looking at daily, okay, we see that basically the price in this 20 MA from this daily 20 MA is rejecting. Now if I look at the 4 hour, we see that the price slowly dropping. There is a liquidity gap here on euro dollar. I think that this market also, like AUD USD, might drop. Okay, yeah, so you see that AUD USD is now dropping from this resistance level. Okay, so let's see how this candle is closing. We might open a trade on either on Eurojpy or on AUD USD or on any kind of USD pairs based on the price action, or on gold. As soon as I'll see, especially I will be waiting for a candle close on the on this one. As you can see, after 25 minutes there's a candle close coming up. So guys, I'll be waiting for the price to be closed, and then as soon as I will find entry, I will be opening the position, as well as I'll send the same trade alert to the channel, as I need to, due to the time limit. I need to end this session very soon. And I sincerely believe that, guys, you enjoyed this live session, and I will be coming again live on New York and London session. I hope that you guys will be able to join there as well. And as you have seen yesterday, we called for a trade, and any trade coming in this live session, definitely I will be jumping on it, and I will also be displaying all the trades that we are running, and we'll go from there. And in the meantime, in this London session, I will be still on the chart looking for the best trade possible, best education possible for the students. So with that said, guys, I'm gonna end this session. Thank you very much, and I'll see you again in this live session very soon.